everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Vlogmas episode. I'm super excited about today's video because I'm going to talk about one of my favorite things about the holidays, which is Christmas movies. So I have here 6 movies which are on our must-watch list every holiday season. And I'm going to talk about them in the order that we watch them, typically beginning a week or so after Thanksgiving, all the way up to Christmas. So starting off with number 1, what I think is probably a cult classic, The Ref. It's got Dennis Leary, Judy Davis, and Kevin Spacey. It came out in the mid-90s, I want to say like 1994. And this is what you would maybe consider like a blue, not really blue, but bluish comedy. As the back of the jacket blurb reads, Leary plays an unfortunate cat burglar who becomes trapped in a fate worse than jail when he takes a bickering couple hostage. It's also got supporting actors like Christine Baranski, who I really love, and the writing in this and the timing is just hilarious. I'm really curious to know if you have seen The Ref. Most people who I tell it about or show it to have not seen it, which I think is so sad because it's so funny. And the other little thing I'll mention about this is it hits home for me because there's a scene in the movie where they're having Christmas dinner and the wife, played by Judy Davis, Caroline, themes it in a Scandinavian theme. And, complete with the Lucia wreaths and the Swedish foods. So, yeah, it's just really funny. If you haven't seen this and you like some blue comedy, I encourage you to check it out. Number 2 on the list, the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I mean, come on, Chevy Chase. If you are familiar at all with the National Lampoon series, the European Vacation, the Summer Vacation, and then also this Christmas Vacation, which in my opinion are the 3 best. I know they did some subsequent sequels, but I think these 3 are the best. This is another can't miss holiday favorite. You have Clark Griswold, who is the consummate father who wants to make a great Christmas for his family, and the way only he can, mishaps and hijinks ensue, complete with a squirrel being chased by the dog through the Christmas dinner. It also has a great supporting cast of Beverly D'Angelo, Randy Quaid, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Bree Seinfeld, and a very young Johnny Galecki, who you might recognize as one of the main cast members of The Big Bang Theory. So yeah, I've seen this movie dozens of times, and we still make sure we watch it every year. Number 3 on the list is, of course, Home Alone. It wouldn't be Christmas without watching Home Alone. I remember when this first came out in the movie theater, and then I remember rewatching it with my grandma, and she just thought it was hilarious. So I'm sure you've heard of Home Alone, the story of Kevin who wishes to be left alone for Christmas and gets his wish granted when his family leaves on a vacation and thinks he's with them, but he's actually not. They miscount. And a pair of burglars spot Kevin's house and want to ransack it, but Kevin, being there, decides he has to defend it. The score in this is really good. I think it really helps make the movie. John Williams did it, and I think he does a lot of great movie soundtracks. And the other thing I love about this movie, which you notice more as you watch it again and again, is a lot of the styling is very Christmas. The wallpaper on the house, the color of the furniture. Yeah, there are some obvious things like Christmas trees and poinsettias that are put out, but there's some other subtle touches that really kind of round out this being a great holiday movie. And at the end, well, spoiler alert, should I assume you haven't seen this? At the end, it does have a happy ending, let's just say that, and it still gets me every time. Next on the list is Elf. I have to be honest and say that Andrew really introduced me to Elf. I don't think I'd seen it all the way through prior to us getting together. And every time I watch it, it grows on me more and more. This, as you might know, is the story of Buddy the Elf, played by Will Ferrell, who, if you know of Will Ferrell's acting at all, really fits him. He's very, how do I say? I don't want to say childlike actor, but he knows how to capture the youthfulness of being a kid in an adult's body, put it that way. Kind of similar to how Tom Hanks did it with Big. So, but the whole theme of this is that Buddy's an elf from the North Pole, and then he lands in New York City, and learning to navigate life not only as not being an elf, because everybody thinks he's crazy, but also, life away from the North Pole. So discovering things like escalators and elevators and crosswalks and all the things that we, not from the North Pole, kind of take for granted. So again, a really great story, equally good soundtrack, and just a must-see for the holidays. So last on the list, the official list, is White Christmas. And I had not seen this movie prior to meeting Andrew, but he had been watching it every year since he was a little kid. And this was actually made in, 1954. I'm cheating and reading the back. And it's obviously, Irving Berlin's White Christmas really helped make this movie popular. The song, that is. It stars Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, Rosemary Clooney, yes, related to George Clooney, and Vera Allen. And this is just a really great movie for a lot of reasons. I think that the acting is great, the story is pretty great, the score is good, but really the dancing in this, it blows shows like Dancing with the Stars out of the water. This was the real deal, and this was before a lot of the, Hollywood special effects. I'm sure a lot of these dance sequences had to be done straight through one take. I mean, they could do multiple takes, but just when you see it, you'll understand how intricate the choreography is, and it just makes the whole experience so much more spectacular. So, if you haven't seen White Christmas, I definitely encourage you to see it. It always rounds out our holiday movie fest. So I have one more honorary mention, which isn't on our official family holiday movie list, because really I'm the only one who enjoys it, and that is Serendipity. This is a romantic comedy with John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale, and it technically isn't a Christmas movie, but it opens and closes at Christmas time. So there is kind of a Christmas theme. But I'm just a big John Cusack fan, and I'm not as big a Kate Beckinsale fan, but I like her a lot in this. I think they have great chemistry. And I just think the writing is really good. If you like John Cusack and things like High Fidelity or Grosse Pointe Blank, I think you'd really enjoy this movie. It's got great supporting actors with Jeremy Piven and Molly Shannon. Jeremy Piven plays John Cusack's best friend. Molly Shannon plays Kate Beckinsale's, and they really add a lot to the story too. So, I just think this is a really great movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. And as the back of the jacket says, it's uplifting and delightful. Oh, and it's set in New York City. And I'm a sucker for any movie set in New York City, especially wintertime. Okay, so that's it. That rounds out my top 5+ holiday movie recommendations or favorites. I'd really love to hear in the comments below what movies you enjoy watching in the holidays. Our movie collection does include more movies like A Christmas Story, The Muppets Christmas, even It's a Wonderful Life, but we won't go there. But these are the ones we make sure to watch every year. And we've already seen The Ref, and up next, probably this weekend, we will watch the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a good beginning to your December. I can't believe we're already, into the second week. I hope you're doing well and safe and happy, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Thank you so much. Bye.